work out. I hope so. We just got a new pre-workout supplement. Tell you guys what's in it in a minute. We're going to get a actual workout going here. Okay, I just had to try to share this video, so now it cut it out and now it's back on. Okay. So, guys, yes. Are you ready to get jacked? You got to take your bodybuilding seriously. I just saw some kid, and he said, like, oh, nobody really cares about building muscle. And this is one of the weakest kids that I've ever seen in my life. He's like, when you go like this, nobody cares about the tricep. Nobody cares about that. Well, I do. Other men who lift weights do. Just because that kid doesn't, that's on him. Okay? He's going to suffer from having a weak body. All right? The fact remains that a masculine, strong, muscular body, there's many ways that you get benefits from that. Okay? Health benefits, confidence benefits. The opposite sex will be more attracted to you sometimes if you have a strong muscular physique rather than a weak, scrawny physique. You know, there's many reasons. So, guys, I'm very excited. I didn't work out yesterday, so yesterday was a growth day. I remember that. Whenever you have a day off, you're not working out, you have to cherish that, you know. And I call my rest days my growth days, all right? A lot of people think you have to work out 5-6 days a week. No, you can work out 2 days a week, 3 days a week. As long as you're training good, as long as you're training hard, you're lifting heavy, you're doing a proper amount of volume, not too much volume, then you will get a lot of benefits from it, all right? Let us change the title on this live. It's going to be entitled Building the Back and Chest. So I did just have a pre-workout supplement. We're going to see how that goes. See how good the pump is. Hopefully we get a good pump. Hopefully we get a few more people that join up too. They should. We should get a few more people. But yes, we're going to start off with the back and the, well, that's what we're going to start off with, the back. And we'll check the metals right now for you. The metals, gold is down $6 and silver is down a little bit. Silver is actually $58.16. So we're back above 58. We dropped as low as 57.70, but it seems like they bought up those dips right away. So we're moving back up our eyes. This is absolutely incredible. Jesus is king. Yes, we get a lot of people. And that's one thing I wanted to say. A lot of, you see, you're watching other channels sometimes and someone says, oh, Jesus. And then they'll say, well, don't talk about religion. Don't mention that. Don't mention Jesus, you know. Keep that in the church. Well, we shouldn't keep Jesus just in the church. We should keep Jesus in mind throughout our daily lives to help us live better. You know, a lot of people have no moral code. You know, they devise their own moral code. Whatever they think is okay in their own universe is okay. And that's not true. There is a definite right and a wrong, you know. So, yes, Jesus is king, obviously. And I'm excited, guys. Very excited about today's workout. Hi, I need help. What do you need help with, bro? Getting jacked? My friend are Muslims, but it's okay. Well, yeah, you can be friends with Muslims. Maybe you're going to convert them to Christianity. Okay, I doubt it, but you never know. You never know. You have to try, okay? You have to tell them, your God is a false God. Muhammad was a liar, okay? You have to tell them. You have to tell them. My mom is now my dad. Wow. Seems like his mom is a transformer. That sucks for you, buddy. Sucks for you. At least my mom believes in being a woman, and my dad believes in being a man, So that sucks for you, bro. I'm sorry. I am sorry. You left your hairline in the other room. Yeah. Jesus is cool. He made it so everyone goes to heaven. Yeah, I wish if he made it so everyone could go to heaven. But then people would be so evil. They would do whatever the hell they want. They'd be killing everybody. And the womb from where I came from no longer exists. So his mom's a transformer, and she got rid of her, so she can't have any kids anymore. That is a sad situation. I am sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. That's not something you really need to share. But I know you want to get it off your chest. I get it. I understand. Okay? I am now motherless. Wow. Did you just start? Yes, we just started this live, guys. We just started. So. Gotta remember to put on your gloves. Your workout gloves. Now, today we're doing back. I'm going to do a set of back right now for you, all right? Just to get it started. Let's get this thing kick-started, all right? A little bit too easy. You flip. Gotta do the other side now. Now, that's even too easy, okay? Hi, Brody, and I like and sub. Thank you. We got a new subscriber today. Brody. With hairline like that, he's only in his 20s. No, I'm 40. Love your channel. Can you shout me out, please? My name is Nick. No, I've heard that one before. Is gold going to go down? No, I don't think so. Well, when it's going to go down, I'm going to tell the Patreon members first. But the short answer is no. It's not going down right now. And I don't think it's going to go down for a little while, okay? I think that we are going to keep moving higher. Bald looks better, yeah. So, we got to add a little bit more weight. Another one. All right. That's how you do it, guys. That's a lot better. A lot better. Whew. It's too easy. Too easy. Shave your head and guarantee you would look a lot more attractive, and a lot of women like bald heads. I know. I've spoken to women and they say that most of the guys they date are bald, you know, but I don't care. Right now, I'm trying to push the women away and just focus on my wealth, you know, wealth building and bodybuilding. All right. So I believe that men should stay single until they get to a certain level. I believe in leveling up. Once you get to that level, then you're going to be ready for, you know, to buy a house and a family and all, have a family and all that. Can we see, or this guy is doing random shit on live, fake gold. Baldy locks. Guess what, guys? We're going heavier too. Whew. His power button, this is soft corn, broke out that 5-pounder. Yeah. All right, guys, we did it. We trained the back a little bit. Now we got to do some push-ups. Hey, Matt. I'll be right back, and then we're going to do a set of chest. All right, I'll be right back. All right, guys. I bet you have to walk through doors sideways. Yeah, sometimes. I go like this. But yes, I'm very excited. I took a pre-workout. I'll show you. Took a pre-workout today. 135. No, I'm 165. Okay. We can even weigh myself if we want. But it's called Unmatched Dissident. All right. It's got citrulline, beta-alanine, cognizins. It's got a whole bunch of good stuff in there for the brain and for the pump. All right. But of course, we know the best thing to get a good pump is, of course, you know, some carbohydrates, creatine, which I don't have any creatine right now, and water. Water is going to help you get the best pump. All right. Hey, I subscribe to your YouTube channel. All right. So we're going to do a set of push-ups. All right, guys. Let's do it. Thank you. Thank you. There you go. Do you like my new picture and name? Matt Owen. Santa's watching. Yes. I think this pre-workout's working, guys. I think it's working. We're going to do another set for back. All right? Another set for the back. So you guys don't have to copy my workouts exactly. As a matter of fact, I would say don't, because I'm kind of all over the place when I lift. But I'm kind of all over the place because I don't have the right equipment, you know? I don't have a bench. I don't have barbells. I don't have the proper dumbbells. So I'm just doing what I can, you know? Guys, the key when you work out, you want to hit your back very hard and heavy, okay? And the chest, and of course the legs. You want to work out those major muscle groups, okay? So what's that mean? That means your forearms are not that important. It means your biceps are not that important, okay? It means your triceps are not important. It means your calves are not that important. If you work out the major muscle groups, the chest, the back, the legs, then everything else is going to grow too, all right? The key is you got to stimulate muscle growth throughout the body. You don't want to focus on doing tons of curls and trying to pump up your arms. Your arms are never going to grow unless you trigger that growth stimulus by working out the major muscle groups, all right? We're talking compound movements. And what is one of the best compound movements for your back? Well, I'm going to show you right now. All right. Here we go. This is called the row, okay? The dumbbell row. That's a good row. I'm going to do one more set with the 40 pounder. Keep up the good work. Thank you, dude. I'm more stronger than you. Well, I'm happy for you. You're stronger than me, but I bet you I'm more ripped. All right, who's more ripped? Any more than 10 is unnecessary wear and tear on the joints. Yeah, but I don't have the right weight. The weight I have is too light, so I have to do more reps. You know? If you guys would donate more money to the channel, I could get heavier dumbbells. And actually, that's the plan, you know? Thank you. He said, nice body. Thank you. He says he's more ripped as well. Okay. Well, that's good then. So I am bragging. Nice symmetry. He says I am very symmetrical. Thank you. Thank you very much. So we're going to do one more set. Actually, we're going to go right to the chest. Okay. I like to superset back and chest. What that means is I do a set for my back and then I do a set for my chest. I think if you do it like this, you will boost up your testosterone a lot higher. Okay. If you do one compound and then you do a push pull. All right. This is going to be the push right here. All right. Let's get it, guys. Let's get it. I can feel that chest. Got to get it right on the back. Yeah, right there. That's how you do it, guys. Oh, God. My chest is tired. All right. Well, we talk in the freaking, their arms are just like they're not even. Most Greek statues are based on bodies like yours. Thank you. Thank you. He's going to subscribe. Thanks, dude, for subscribing. I try to get between 10 and 20 subscribers a day. I think if I keep this up, eventually I'll be at a high level and I'll be making some money. All right, guys? The goal is to be the next Sam Sulek. Next Sam Sulek, guys. I'm coming up, all right? Tell all your friends. Next Sam Sulek is here. The next gym fitness guru is here, all right? Thanks. He says I look jacked. Guess what? It's time to get jackeder. Or more jacked. You can never be too jacked. All right? Time to transform into a freak. Yes, that's what I'm trying to do, guys. Next, Mike Mentzer. I wish. That's a good compliment, though, dude. That's a real good compliment. He's one of my motivations, you know, Mike Mentzer. Hell yeah, dude. Mike Mentzer. I love it. Why does he keep his hair like that? The facial expressions are way trippy. Let's do another set of push-ups, all right? Keep it up, my dude. Doing much better than myself. You keep it up. You got to hit those dumbbell rows, hit those push-ups, man. The basics. You can build a good body just with the basics, all right? You actually look insane. Great work. People don't know how good this is for a natty. I'm about to hit pike push-ups next. I'm not sure what pike push-ups are. I don't do those. Definitely got the freak factor. Lats are insane. Thank you. Thank you. I take care of myself. I do. I really do. I always eat healthy. I don't eat too many carbohydrates. Don't eat too much sugar. I don't drink any soda. Never. I haven't drank soda in more than 10 years. I haven't had any ice cream in probably 15 years. I do have a weak point, you know. I'll get like a Nutter Butter, like a little package of those four Nutter Butters in there, 4 of them. Sometimes I'll eat one of those just to satisfy, you know, my sweet tooth, I guess. But usually I stick with blueberries for my sweet tooth, a little bit of oatmeal and blueberries. Yeah, I'm happy with where my physique is at. I obviously want more muscle. So that's why you see me doing what I'm doing. I'm doing the rows and I'm doing the push-ups to put on that muscle. It should work. It just takes time. All right, guys? Sofa King, we did. Can you do a lat spread? I'm not good at the lat spread, dude. I have a hard time. I have a really hard time feeling it. I'll try, you know. You go like this. Like that. I have a hard time hitting my lats, you know. But I have lats. It's just I'm not good at isolating them. I really wish I had like a pro bodybuilder to teach me how I can like, oh, this is the lat spread, like this. Like that. I don't know. I can't do the lat spread, dude. My height is 6'1", and my weight is about 1. We'll check my weight. My weight is not going up a lot. So I have added in more oatmeal and a little bit more carbs. So I'm trying to gain a little bit of weight, you know. I'm an ectomorph, so I can't really put on a lot of weight. I have to eat a massive quantity of food to gain weight, or just to maintain, you know. I'm 165.6. Ultimately, I want to be around 185. But I need to get to a gym. I need some better equipment. I'm never going to get to where I want to be if I just stick with these stupid dumbbells that I got, you know. So let's do another set. When I'm doing these, you know, I'm really trying not to use my triceps. I'm trying to make it like I'm squeezing, like I'm hugging a tree. You got to really squeeze the pecs, okay? Squeeze the pecs. Pull a little bit back, see if that makes a difference. Yep. Yes. It felt good. I was feeling it, guys. That was really good. I gotta rest. Gotta rest. When you're working out like that, your body's gonna, the muscle's gonna be depleted of oxygen. So that's why you have to rest, you know? You gotta rest for, power lifters usually rest for like 3 to 5 minutes. But if you're trying to build more muscle, usually you rest for about 1.5 to 2 minutes. Yeah, I look good, but I'm only 165, you know? That's the benefits of getting ripped. If you're ripped, you're going to look good no matter what, even if you only weigh 145. If you're a ripped 145, you're going to look all right. You know what I mean? Beneath, and put your thumbs behind your back, under shoulder blades, and push elbows forward while breathing out. Like that. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Is that good, dude? It seems like I was doing it pretty good. Focus more on side delts. Spam side lateral raises, and they'll make your waist look smaller. Thank you, dude. Okay, I already do the side lateral raises. What's your live about? It's about lifting weights. Trying to motivate you guys. That's what this is about. I started a YouTube channel to motivate guys into becoming healthier and stronger. I'm going to be the next Sam Sulek, all right, guys? I'm coming up. I'm coming up. 11. Let's do the other arm. Yes, you need motivation. We all need motivation. Shit. I only got 10 with that arm. I did 11 with the other one. I think it's about 40. It's about 40 pounds. It was a way better lat spread than before. Thumbs higher and push under shoulder blades. I don't know how to do that, man. I'm trying, dude. I'm trying. It's longer on the sides because I'm balding on the top. That's typically where the baldness starts, on the top. My side hair is real good. Oh yeah, it's real good. Stick around, guys. because I'm going to curl this next. We're going to hit up the biceps, all right? So it's 20, it's only 35, okay? It's only 35. That was hard. I love it. I love it. He says I'm doing too much. Maybe. Maybe I am. I know my form is very bad on these. I wish I had two. If I had two, but I only have one. So it is what it is. Those feel great though. I feel really good on the shoulder. I know it's helping me. I'm going to build a lot of mass, all right? A lot of mass. You got that freaky Craig Titus look. Thank you. Act as if you're doing both arms. It will help position yourself and not injure myself. Okay. I am going to work on that in the future, all right? But for now, I want to see if I can curl this weight. All right? I'm going to do some hammer curls. Hammer curls are my favorite because I feel like they work on helping widen the biceps and they help the muscle, the brachialis. And I believe the brachialis actually goes underneath the bicep. It goes underneath it. So it can help your peak, supposedly, you know? So egg whites and chocolate syrup for gains, yeah? I like just regular egg whites. Ready, guys? We're going to do a curl. Wait, I'm going to pump up the triceps first, all right? So it's kind of easy. Let's pump up the other one. Oh, shit. That's enough. That's all the tricep work I'm doing. That's it. Because I already did those push-ups, and I just went real heavy on those. Basically, what I just did there for the triceps was one set, like a kind of a drop set type deal, where I use this hand to help it. I was helping it, right? Put thumbs higher up, right underneath the lat muscle. Oh. Oh. A bicep curl and a hammer curl down. You look gayer than before. I hope I'm not looking gay. I'm straight, dude. Just because I don't want a girlfriend right now, trying to stay single, you know, I'm still straight, guys. The Bible says, man shall not lie with man in the book of Romans. So none of that gay talk on here, all right? We enjoy the male physique because we're obsessed with building muscle, all right? That's tough. He says, dude, that was a lot better work. Just need to focus on breathing before and breathing out. Pushing lats sideways. I can't get them out. I can't get the lats out, you know? I can't, they're just not big enough. I don't think I have the lats. They're not big enough. We'll do another one. So, when did you first know you were gay? I'm not gay. My name is Christian Salisbury, and I'm in the U.S. military. I'm not going to join the Navy, bro. I'm not going to fight for some cause that I don't believe in. Some war that was supposed to be over, you know? I ain't joining no military. That's a scam. I'd rather do some concentration curls. All right, guys? I am going to failure, bro. What do you think I'm doing? Shit. Shit. I'm going to do a couple more and then I'm done with the buys, okay? I'm just doing a couple more. Okay, we're going to cheat, guys. We're going to cheat. Don't hurt yourself. Yeah, you're right. I don't want to hurt my bicep, or definitely don't want to tear my bicep. I'm going to cheat a little bit here, all right, guys? Yeah. It's working. It's working, guys. All right. I'm really in the mood to get these arms pumped up even more. I'm just feeling it, guys. All right. Let's do it. That's almost beyond failure. Yeah. I'm trying to go a little bit beyond. Yeah. All right, guys. Let's see if we're growing. Shit. It got bigger. It got a little bit bigger. Almost 38 centimeters. I got bigger, guys. You sausage. I'm hard too, but not muscular. It's working, guys. It's working. When did you start bodybuilding? I have always liked to lift weights or bicycle ride. My main passion is bike riding, but I really do love to lift weights because I get the good pump and everything, and it feels great. But I started lifting weights when I was about 13, and I never really took it super seriously until I was about 21 years old. Then I kind of got real serious, and then I had like a shoulder injury, and then I worked out on and off, you know. From the time that I was 13 to now, I've probably only been to a gym about 30 or 40 times. I do my workouts at home or in the park. And I don't work out all the time, you know. I've had years where I don't train, you know, where I was just drinking alcohol and stuff like that, or doing drugs. I've had years of that. But I've been back into it for about 6 months to maybe a year. I've been back into it for probably about a year. And I just started getting more serious maybe 6 months ago. Shit. Shit, yeah. I am really looking full. I think it's because I've been eating more oatmeal. But yeah, I'm looking full right now. I like it. I'm looking good right now, yeah. But now, you see how I got the Mike Mentzer mustache? I want, you know, my idol used to be Arnold Schwarzenegger. And then I learned that, you know, what he did, he stole the Olympia. He was chasing money rather than to find out the truth, you know. And then now Mike Mentzer is my bodybuilding idol because he was a thinker. All right. You're getting freakier, dude. Thank you. You're getting freakier by the day, but this guy says I'm not full. Bro, best way to bulk, struggling. Well, the best way to bulk is to eat foods that are higher in fat and consume more carbohydrates. You know, the best way to bulk is to eat more. But you have to remember, when you bulk, you're going to put on fat. You know, I put on fat right here. When I bulk, that's where the fat goes. I don't bulk anymore. Okay. I do what Greg Doucette calls main gain. Basically, I maintain my body weight, but I'm trying to lose a little bit of fat and build a little bit of muscle. Okay. I want to stay kind of ripped. All right. So I can see, you know, the musculature. So I don't want to really bulk up too much, but you know, you should be concerned with bulking up too fast or consuming too many calories. Okay. And some of you might not have the genetics to get freaky big, and you're going to have to ignore it. Okay. For me, I can bulk up to 195 pounds, but I'm going to put on fat and I'm not going to look as good. Yeah, I'll have bigger arms, but I'm not going to have the same six pack as I will. Okay. So you should just find a weight that works for you. What's the healthiest weight for you? I guarantee you it's not healthy to bulk up. It's not healthy to bulk, to consume too many carbohydrates, too many sugars, excessive amounts of protein. Not healthy to bulk. So I'm more pursuing longevity. I want to gain muscle, but I also want to stay as healthy as possible. So I limit my calories. I don't eat too much. On a day like today, yes, I'm going to eat more. Okay. But usually I don't eat a lot because I like to stay ripped, and I believe in fasting too. Okay. Fasting is very, very healthy. If you're trying to bulk up, fasting is the last thing you're thinking of. Health is the last thing you're thinking of. When you want to bulk up, that means you're obsessed with gaining muscle and getting bigger. Maybe you should just work on getting more fit rather than bulking. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm only 165. So, and I look good. I don't need to get up to 200 pounds. I already look good, you know? Don't bulk and minimal healthy fats. Yes, like olive oil is a good healthy fat, and macadamia nuts, okay? Pecans, almonds. I think almonds have more omega-6s, but it's okay. Fish oil. Fish oil is good healthy fat. What about sun? Have you tried going out in the sun? It's winter. We don't have sun right now. It's winter. But yes, I would love to get a tan and look even better, dude. If I could get a little bit more ripped and get a tan, I would look good, dude. I would look really good. I already look amazing when it's in the springtime or it's in the summer and I'm out here jogging. I take off my shirt and I'm jogging. All the ladies are looking. All the men are looking. Not that I'm into that. But yeah, the men are like, oh, and they see a ripped dude, you know. When you see a ripped dude, you take a look because you're like, oh, shit, I want to look like that. You know, that's what you do. You take a look at how ripped he is and you say, yeah, that's what I want to look at. You know, that's what goes through my head when I see a ripped dude. You know, are you German? Yes, I am partially German. Maybe that's why I'm so jacked. No, I'm not even jacked, dude. I'm weak. If you think about it, I can't even bench press that much weight, dude. I probably can't even bench press 200 or 210. Barely, you know. But soon we're going to go to a gym and I'm going to show you guys what it's like, and I'm going to work out inside. We'll see how much I can bench press. We're going to be doing clips from inside of a gym, and we're going to see how heavy I can actually go on some of these lifts, and I will be putting it on YouTube, okay? Because I do have a car now. So I'm going to get a gym membership, and I'm going to take my physique to the next level, all right? I got to go beyond. You got to go beyond failure, all right? How old are you? I'm 40. 40. What's your estrogen cycle? I'm not on any gear or PEDs, okay? I do research that stuff because it's fun to research it, and you know, so I want to have the knowledge so I can help other people with that stuff. So I know enough that I can help people with their gear cycle, but I do believe in staying natural. But of course, if you do want to ask me for gear advice, you know, if you want to become a client, I can tell you what gear to run and how many, what doses, and HGC and HMG, and managing your estrogen and all that stuff. So I can help you guys out with any kind of a cycle that you want to do. You just have to join the Patreon. It's $10 a month, and I can give you individual advice over there, including diet and workout routines. So $10 a month, that's what I charge. These other guys are charging $50 a month, $100 a month, but you can become a client for 10. And you can be looking like me. You know, I will put you on a workout routine that's better than what I have. Okay? Because if you have access to a gym and shit like that, I can tell you a routine that's way better than what I'm doing. And you can develop a physique that's even much better than mine. All right? So like I said, it's $10, $10. My Patreon is John's Gold and Silver, and I can talk to you over there. You can even give me your phone number and I'll give you a call. You just got to give me my $10, all right? And that's per month, $10 per month. And we also have stocks over there. I have a full list of all the best gold and silver mining stocks. And I just did a video on the silver and gold penny stocks, because I believe that the gold penny stocks are getting ready to go, okay? So these are the last months that we have to accumulate on these stocks, all right? And all of the stocks that I mentioned over there, they're all way up, okay? Because I predicted that gold and silver were going to skyrocket, and they did. So we do finance. Well, I'll train you on your personal finances, and I do personal training for your body to get in better shape. All right, guys? So we do money management and your physical health. So I try to cover everything that involves what men want. You know, men want to get bigger and stronger, and they want more money. I'm here to help you on both of those. Okay, guys? So I just charge $10. You can't. I literally, yeah, I could have made it $5, but I'm not doing that for $5. Okay, it's 10, and I'm going to raise it to $50 very soon. Okay, so we still have a lot of places for people to join up. But yes, I will be raising the price to $50 and then to $100 once we hit a certain amount. The price will go way up. I can't let everybody in for $10 all day long. You got a saggy boobs, man. Shit, he says I got saggy boobs. Pyramid scheme ass. No, I only charge $10. It's not a pyramid scheme. If you don't like it, you can quit. And all of the stocks are making us all money, okay? I'll just give you an example. I told you guys about, I'll show you right here. I'll give you an example. I told all my Patreon members about this stock right here. Right here, TerraWolf. I told all of you guys about it when it was down here, okay? And now it went way up, all right? I literally made over $10,000, okay? And I only charge you $10. So this is, I don't, you know, it's amazing, you know, that I'm actually doing this. Most people would charge way, way beyond. The reason I don't charge a lot of money is because I'm just starting out. If you hadn't noticed, I only have 4,000 subscribers. Okay. So when someone is starting out on a business, they have to give you a better price. So that's why I charge 10. But yes, I'm going to raise it to $50 and then $100. But I'm just starting out here on YouTube. So that's why I'm giving discounts, like massive, massive discounts. I'm saying, yes, you can make $10,000 just from giving me $10. These are the opportunities that I'm giving you guys, you know? So I'm trying to do the best that I can do for $10. And honestly, I think I'm overshooting, you know? I think I'm doing way better than I need to do, you know? This is what I have been searching for. Yes, I have no doubt. If you are a man, you're a single dude, and you're struggling in the world, this is the channel that you've been searching for. I fucking promise you. This is the channel you've been searching for. This is a men's channel. We're all about men's success, leveling up our lives so we can get the family, we can get the woman, we get the money. This is what this channel is all about: motivation, money motivation, and bodybuilding motivation, okay? This is it, guys. Let my physique motivate you. Look at that chest striations. Look at that. Let this channel motivate you. Get ripped. All right, guys. Thanks, everybody, so much. What's your site? It's a Patreon. My site is Patreon, all right? It's in the freaking comments or whatever. It's in the description. Patreon is John's Gold and Silver. I talk about stocks, and I talk about getting in shape, all right? And yes, I am natural. I'm natural, guys. I don't take any gear, you know? Shit, dude. Dude. I believe you should stay natural because if you do steroids, you're going to waste your health. Okay. It's not good on your kidneys. It's not good on the liver. And if you stay natural, you can get a good physique. I believe everybody can develop a good physique, even if you don't have good genetics. You can still get ripped. You can still add some muscle. You can still broaden your shoulders a little bit. Okay. Everybody can get a good physique. So even if you're fat, you're a fat piece of shit. You know, you can still get ripped. And some of you guys, you need to face reality. You need to look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself what you are. Say, do I look good or do I look like a fat piece of shit? And sometimes you need to be hard on yourself. You say, yeah, I look like shit. Now, what am I going to do about it? Well, what does John's Gold and Silver say? He says, I got to get ripped. I got to focus. I got to lock in on my diet. I got to reduce those calories, reduce those sugars. Okay. All right, guys. So thanks, everybody. Most women actually prefer this physique. Well, dude, when I started lifting weights, I got more women, but that might be because my confidence went up. But women love to have a one-night stand with a ripped guy. They do. Trust me, they do. A while ago, I was dating, and I put my physique on the dating site. And then I was getting a lot of attention. I was getting a lot of women that wanted to come over to my house and sleep with me. But they never wanted a relationship, hardly ever. So women love to sleep with a ripped guy, but they want a relationship with a dad bod because they feel like if the guy has a dad bod, he's not going to leave them. You know what I mean? But if they're in a relationship with a guy that's ripped, then what do you think is in their mind? Oh, he's going to leave me. He's going to find a woman that looks better because this guy's jacked. He's ripped. He cares about his physique. So why would he stay with me? So women want a relationship with a guy that's not super, super, super fit, generally speaking. Now, what I want to do, I want to go to a gym and find a fit woman, so she can appreciate what I do, that I actually struggle and try to maintain my body. And, if you really care about working out and exercise, your woman should do the same. Your woman should care about it too. All right. You don't want to be a ripped dude with a freaking whale. You know what I mean? So did you get bald from steroids? No, that's just my genetics, bro. It's my genetics. I don't do roids. I'm all natty. To be honest, I definitely would not want to shoot myself up with a needle because it's got to hurt and you could probably get infected and stuff like that. So, and I have heard that when some people take, Tren, they start coughing and then they almost die. Okay. You got height and physique, bro. You do all right with women. I do all right with women when I want to. Right now, I don't want to. I'm just trying to get rich. When you have a woman, that might slow down your goals, slow down your progress. Most men, they think too much about women, way too much. They obsess about women. They say, why can't I get a girlfriend? Why did my ex leave me? Who gives a fuck? What you should care about is leveling up your life. Money, physique. Okay? Got to try to make more money and you got to level up your physique. And eventually the women will come. But they won't come for your physique. They'll come for your money. Okay? Especially the ones that have already slept around and they played around with all different men. Then they want to settle down. Okay? I say, no, I don't want that kind of woman. I don't want that woman that's had her fun and now she wants to settle down. I say, off with you. Get out of here. I say, be gone. Okay? So, 100% build yourself first. Women will follow. Yes. Build your body up, build your mind, and then the women will follow, okay? I'm 40. So yes, I do have a couple gray hairs. I have a couple gray hairs right here. Yes, I'm 40. You can't outthink your way out of overthinking, but taking care of your body will do a lot more for your mood. Absolutely. When you look good, when you wake up in the morning, when you get out of the shower and you look in the mirror and you're like, shit, dude, I look good. You're going to have a confidence about you that lasts all day. You know what I mean? You're going to know you're ripped. You're going to know you're in shape. You're going to know you got the body that other people want, you know? You don't have delts. I do up there a little bit. I train my shoulders, but maybe I don't have the genetics. I think I have delts. Come on. I have delts. All right. We're going to do a flex out, and then I'm going to go, okay? Just do a couple more flexes. You do mostly body weight stuff. Body weight exercises are very, very good for you. I would say, yes. In the summer, I do a lot of pull-ups. I do a lot of push-ups. Yes. I do a lot of body weight stuff. Yes. This guy went from 245 to 162. Still going. My confidence, energy, and self-worth is through the roof. I only want what's best for me. This guy is on the right path to success. He's already proven that to himself. He's lost almost 100 pounds. This guy's lost almost 100 pounds. You got to be very dedicated to do that. You know something about this guy's life changed. He figured out how to change it. You know, he motivated himself, maybe. Maybe he was seeking motivation elsewhere. What the fact remains that he did it. You did it, dude. 162. That's a great weight. That's a good weight. You should be able to see some abs at 162. Because I'm 165. And I can see my abs, you know. You get any whiter, you'll blend in with the wall. All right, guys. Thanks, everybody, for the views. Thanks for the watch hours, and thanks for helping keep me company throughout my workout, all right? You are what you eat. Yes, the food that you eat becomes your body. If you have calcium in the food you eat, you're going to get strong bones. You know, everything that you eat is what you become. So that's why you have to not eat cake, you know. You're not literally going to become what you eat. But if you eat healthy food, you're going to have a healthy body. And if you have shit food, then you're going to get diseases when you get older, you know. One of our main goals is fighting disease, okay? Fighting off cancer. You do not want to get cancer, okay? It's not good. Because then you got to get chemotherapy, you know, you're going to get weaker. So the key is you got to stay healthy. You got to eat, drink wheatgrass juice, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, have a lot of, you know, steak, eggs, chicken, apples, you know. And remember, if you're going to eat an apple, you got to eat the peel because that has pectin in it and high quality fibers, you know. So you got to actually watch what you eat. Yes. What carat gold is your chain? This is only 10. It is real. It is a real chain. It is real gold. But yes, it's only 10 carat and it's worth around 4,000. Have you ever noticed that gold, despite being expensive, makes you look poor? No. I'm not concerned with how I look. I'm only concerned that the fact that I have money, that anywhere I go in the world, I'll be able to trade this. Like, oh shit, bro, I need a car. Okay. Here, I'll give you this. You know, you give me your car. Oh, wait, you don't want this? Okay, I'll go sell it. I'll get the cash. Now give me your car. You know, you can trade this for food anywhere in the whole world, you know. And I like wearing gold because it represents wealth. I'm an investor, you know, so it's a big talking point. People say, oh, is that chain real? That's a nice chain. And I say, yeah, actually, I invest in gold, and I think you should too. because if you invest in gold, you're going to build your wealth. Your wealth is not going to evaporate away because the dollar always goes down. Gold always goes up. So this is what you want. This is what you want. All right. I got more. I got more, guys. I'll show you more. Whew. I just got this one too. That's my newest piece. It's a nice piece, dude. These go for $12,000 retail. Of course, I would never pay retail. You should never pay retail, okay? But yeah, they go for 12. Dude, buy a belt and shirt. Fire, fresh. This is only 14. 14K. It's only 14 karat. Dude, this is a sweet piece, bro. This is truly a sweet piece. I was so lucky to find this piece. I got lucky. Some dude I know, he was broke, you know, he lost everything, and he said, I need to get some cash. I was like, all right, bro, just sell me your best piece. He's like, he didn't want to do it though. He didn't want to sell it. I was like, bro, you need the money, dude. You know you got to sell it. He's like, okay. So I got it. Love it. Oh, shit, dude. Invest your money in your hairline. The Fresh Brother. It's not Temu, bro. It's not Temu. Dude, we got 88 viewers in here, guys. We're going to have to do a few more flexes because we got so many viewers. Oh, yeah, Mike Menser. Are those CZs or diamonds? They're diamonds, but they're small, you know. Small diamonds aren't really worth a lot of money. You know, maybe a few bucks a piece, you know. But yeah, they're diamonds. They're just not worth much. You know, you got to get a diamond that's at least a quarter of a carat or half a carat, you know. The little tiny diamonds are not worth anything, really. Show some more pieces. No. People hating here aren't happy in themselves. If they accomplish things they are proud, too many would knock others down. What are your lifts? I don't know. I don't have a bench press here, so I don't do bench presses. I am trying to save up money for a bench press, but I don't have one. And I don't know how much I squat because I don't have a squat rack. But I do what I can. I do step-ups. I do, you know, weighted step-ups. And I want to do leg extensions, but I don't have a leg extension thing. So I got this physique from minimal shit, you know. I got my physique from pull-ups, push-ups, and I have one dumbbell. This is it. That's my dumbbell. So you can get a good physique with virtually hardly any equipment. Just a couple of dumbbells and use your own body weight. All right, guys, you got to use your own body weight. Need your work on your shoulders. Yes, I will, okay? Fucking need to work on this. Dude, you need to work on some shit, bro. This guy's fucking telling me. He's fucking telling me like he knows. Don't tell me I need to work on shoulders. Bro, you got to work on your shoulders, okay? Why is one arm bigger than the other? Dude, people say that. People say that. I don't know if one of my arms is bigger than the other, okay? I think they're the same. I don't know. Is that better? Is that okay with you now? Did I hit my shoulders a little bit more? You got some muscle issue, like the abs. Shit sounds straight plastic. What? This? It sounds kind of like plastic, yeah. It's just, no, I don't know why. Has a gorgeous body. I'm not gay. I just respect. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Keep up the good work, my guy. You should shave your head. I will. I will eventually. You need at least to. I have to balance it out. I'm 40. I'm 40 and balding, okay? Now I just look like I'm bragging. But guys, yeah, I got a lot of nice shit. I got a lot of nice gold and shit. But that's because I worked very hard to get there. I found the motivation because I wanted success. All right, guys? You guys have to want that same success for yourself. Drinking around, sitting around drinking beers is not good enough for you anymore. You need to do better. All right? Any statement that you have no right to wear those tags. A lot easier. I do have a lot easier lat raises with weight in each hand. You're an absolute joke. Well, we get bad comments, but we also get good ones too, so that's okay. This guy is still going, yeah. Keep up the work. You look amazing. See? We get one bad comment and then we get a good comment. Everything has a balance. Oh, yeah. The crown molding so far down on the wall. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Do you hit pulls? I do pull-ups. Yes, I do pull-ups. I actually just did pull-ups. It's snowing outside, so I don't do them a lot. But in the summertime, I do pull-ups all the time. Okay? Guess what I'm doing after my workout, guys? So yes, this is how you have to work out if you really want to get in shape. You can't be using these pussy weights, guys. You got to really struggle, okay? Short bus. Press it overhead. Flip the weight and spin, then catch it. No, you don't know how to breathe. That's okay. I mean, I learned how to breathe probably from my teacher in 9th grade, you know, the health teacher or whatever. We used to sit at the desks, and she used to try to teach us how to breathe and stuff like that. I don't know. But from bodybuilding, I learned that you have to exhale with effort. So whenever you're pushing the weight, that's when you breathe out. And you go. So that's as far as I know, is that you exhale with effort. Okay? I really don't know about the breathing too much more than that. Okay? I don't know that much about the breathing. In your nose hole. Oh. Okay. I got to work on that. Yeah. You're right. Don't listen to the haters. Always use your nose. Okay, my nose gets clogged a lot, though. It gets clogged. That's probably why. I have allergies. I hate you so much. Why do you stop inhaling? I just do whatever feels normal, basically. You know? You should train MMA. I want to, but I need to get in and get a fight, you know? I already know how to do MMA. I just need a fight, you know? I have to join a gym. If I join a gym, then maybe I can get a fight set up. But I don't know. I don't have money to join a gym. I do, but I don't want to spend it, you know. I'd rather buy more silver. I'll fight you. Okay. I'll fight you if there's money. If there's money involved, yes. Because I do know a little bit about jiu-jitsu and judo and Wing Chun Kung Fu, and I know a lot of other striking systems, you know, such as Taekwondo and Karate. I also do know a little bit of praying mantis Kung Fu. So, I am late or early. I'm almost done, bro. I'm almost done. I already did my whole workout. Now I have to eat. And I got an amazing I got a good ass workout. So, I'll get a little bit of this going later. But this is my pre-workout that I got. It's called Unmatched Dissident. So yeah. We're having a little bit of pre-workout post-workout. And, of course, a little scoop of raw meal to help that muscle growth, get that protein. Yeah, do a little bit more. Yeah. Got to get big, guys. We're not trying to get small. And then I want to put a little bit of creatine in there. I haven't really been taking my creatine. If I did, I would be even more full. A little bit of creatine in there, about 4 or 5 grams. Yeah, about 5, probably about 6, 7 grams now. And you got to stir it up. I've seen so many Marines. I've seen so many Marines identified by having that under their blown off leg. Take that effing tag off. What? So many Marines identified by having that under their blown off leg. Hey, bro, you do you and I'm going to do me, okay? You know? 6'7", thank you, dude. Yes, 6'7". Hey, do that face again when you did doing lateral raises. Is that it? Did I hit it? Is he fly fake military? Tag that dog tag off. No, I earned this, brother. I earned this, okay? You ain't telling me to take nothing off. Not my uniform, not my dog tag, nothing. All right? The only thing I'm going to take off is my shirt and show you guys how ripped I am. Do the face when you do a flip. Post-workout shake. Protein, BCAAs, creatine. Don't bother with extra pre. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I don't need extra pre-workout, you know. That's true. That's true. But I just wanted to put something in there. It'll give it a little bit more flavor. Are you military? If that's the case, he's sorry. Does it really matter? Can't I wear a piece of jewelry, you know? No, I'm not military. No. Much respect, though, for people that are in the military. Much respect. Even though I think they're fighting battles for old men. Okay? Old men that want to make a lot of money. You're fighting a battle that should never have been fought. Okay? That's why I don't believe in joining the military. Because you're fighting battles for old men, you know? You're fighting battles for money to keep the economic system going. Because they want to keep the war machine going. They want to keep putting money into weaponry, the military-industrial complex, okay? It's all one big scam. The whole military is one big scam. You're not fighting for your country. You're fighting for what old men want. You're fighting for rich old men, you know? Army is one of the biggest scams out there. Is that? It is a dog. They makes ones at the mall. Oh, this guy's got a job interview, bro. Nice. Bro, STFU, you couldn't even join if you wanted to. I don't want to, you know. The military, a lot of men are proud to do it. They're proud. And they always love to say, yeah, I was in the military, you know, I'm proud. I'm very proud of what I did. But you're fighting a battle for an old man that wants to get richer, you know? You know, Trump said he wanted to end the war and he never did. He never planned on ending the war. He only planned on getting elected. These guys will say whatever they want to say to get elected. And we're going to fight a war that's a pointless war. Okay? They only want to have war so they can keep printing more money. And these people that join the military, they don't understand because their brain is on a different level. I believe that their brain is on a lower level. They can't see the whole picture, okay? You ever see that video where there's 2 cats, okay? The one cat, it says notice. The other cat says the people. And you see a laser pointer that says propaganda. And the one cat is just watching the propaganda, watching the propaganda. He's like, oh, look at that, the propaganda. And the other cat slowly looks up and see who's controlling it, who's causing the propaganda, okay? You men need to wake up and see who is really behind these wars. These wars are not really to protect our country. The wars are to keep the frickin' economic machine going, because governments love war because that lets them print more money. Okay, they have to print more money to keep the system alive. Okay, so yes, if you, oh, I'm a military man, yeah, I love it. Your thought is on a lower level. You have to get to a level where you can see who is causing all the propaganda. Just like that cat that became aware. Oh, I'm self-aware now. You can see that it's all a big scam, that the wars are all just a big scam. Okay, so yes, military men often, you're thinking at a lower level and you have not evolved. Maybe you don't have that ability to see the whole picture. You know, you're not awake. You haven't woken up. That the wars are pointless. Okay? None of these wars need to happen. And most of them are planned. Most of the wars are planned. The outcome is already known. They already know the outcomes, you know? Okay? What's your body count? I don't talk about that. You're doing something for more than yourself. I'm sure you're super woke sitting in mom's basement. I rent my own place, and that's a huge flex. It's a huge flex that I have my own place, and I got my own car bought and paid for. Everything I own is mine. I don't owe money to anybody, you know? So I got a massive flex, and this guy's like, oh, you're in your mom's basement. That's just the way people think, you know? If you don't like what I say, then you're going to attack me. There's a special word for that. Ad hominem. I think it's called an ad hominem attack. Let me look that up. Ad hominem, is that it? Of an argument directed against a person rather than the position that they are maintaining. Okay, so he didn't like what I said about the people that their thought level is below average in the military. So he's attacking me rather than my opinions. He's like, oh, he lives in his mom's basement. That's a direct attack on me. That's an ad hominem. Okay, I learned that from a guy named Kent Hovind, because people always attack him. They never attack what he says. Do you understand? Okay, so if you don't like what I say, don't attack me, attack what I said. Okay? Are you aware that the government makes these wars up? They keep them going on purpose. Okay? Do you understand? Trump does not want to end the war. He wants to have more so they can expand the military-industrial complex. Okay? You got to wake up. You got to wake up. Don't join the military. Wake up. You see, it's all a big scam. I know you're proud. I know you're proud you fought for the country, but you were suckered. You're a sucker. You were suckered into fighting for an old man. Okay, I'm attacking what you said, LMFAO. You are aware not everything is a conspiracy, correct? Yes, not everything is a conspiracy, you know? Like water is healthy for you, you know? So there's a lot of things that are facts. But many, many things are conspiracy theories, especially whatever comes out of the mouth of Donald Trump, you know? And many conspiracy theories actually are true. That's one thing that you guys don't know. Many conspiracy theories turn out to be true. So because the physique you have is on a lower level than mine, is it safe to assume that genetics you have are of a lower level along with your mindset? Yes, my genetics probably are not as good as yours. If you have a better physique, you know, if you have a better physique with the same amount of training, then obviously you have better genetics. I'm an ectomorph. Maybe you're a mesomorph or an endomorph. So I cannot build that much muscle. I just can't because I have very poor genetics. I have decent genetics for like longevity. You know, a lot of my family members live a long time, which is good, but I can't build that much muscle. Okay, so yes, I do have poor genetics. As an ectomorph, I wish I could like bulk up and get huge, but I cannot do it. But the mindset thing, what are you going at with the mindset? That's got nothing to do with the body. He's trying to say that my body is not as good, so that my mind is therefore not as good. That's got no relation, you know. Someone could be a genius, but be very, very weak and have 10-inch arms. but yet they have an IQ of 140. Okay, so some people hit the genetic lottery, they get a lot of muscle, but they're stupid. Now with Mike Mentzer, he was jacked. This guy was jacked, and he had an IQ that was probably over 135, 140. It's very, very rare that you're a genius and you have good genetics for muscle. Now, you know, some people do. Nasser El-Sonbadi, Mike Mentzer. There are people that are very smart that have good genetics too for bodybuilding. So, do you have to drink like a pig? Some wars are absolutely worth fighting, and having a military is absolutely essential. Your thoughts are not original. Yeah, having a military is essential for defense of your homeland. And some wars are definitely worth fighting. I would say probably World War II. Probably World War II was very much so worth fighting because of what the bad things that the Germans were doing. You know what I mean? So yeah, some wars are worth fighting, but not the Ukraine war, I don't think. Okay? I don't think we should get involved on that one at all. I think that's stupid. We got to get out of there. There's no point. There's no point. Okay, so I'm back. Build muscle just looking at weights. Yes, good job, Ken. Why would his brain correlate to his body? Hey, the guy's just mad. Dude, I say a lot of shit, dude. Okay? I say a lot of shit because I always say what I mean. And it's like, yeah, fuck joining the military. That's so stupid. Yeah, you can make some money and you can learn a lot of stuff. But as far as the battles, the wars, they're all pointless. Okay? You know, you can join something else. You can join something else, you know? See, I don't believe in joining the army unless they have like a very important war, you know? I think we have a bigger problem at home. We have a much bigger problem in our own country. So why are we trying to fix everything out in the world? Look at it. In our own country, we have transformers. We have men that are trying to become women. We have an epic a drug problem in our own country. But yet we're not even trying to help our own people. We're trying to help Ukraine people. You know what I mean? Do you understand where I'm coming from? At least? You got to at least understand why I have the opinion that I do. Okay? So I'm not mad about your views on the military. It's just a view. I could be wrong. You know, my views could turn out to be so stupid. You know, if you're never experiencing it being in the military, how can you truly judge it? I can't. Okay. I can't truly judge it. Drugs are bad. Yes. We have to eliminate our drug problem. We have huge problems with fentanyl coming over the border, but yet when we had Joe Biden, they let the borders wide open. Like Joe Biden didn't even give a shit. Okay? So we have major problems in our country. We have to focus on fixing our own home first. And then we can maybe fix the world. That's my opinion. So, bruh, the people that say, why don't we help our own people first, never help people over here. Well, I'm trying to help people everywhere, honestly. I'm trying to help men. Okay? You know, everybody has a target audience. My target audience is young men that want to get in shape and they want to build up their bodies. Okay? So I am helping. You know, and I try to warn men about the pitfalls of dating and female nature. So I am doing my freaking job, bro. I'm doing the best job I can do. You know? What are you personally doing to help our people here? I just told you. I'm trying to help young men avoid the pitfalls of dating. I'm trying to help men stay healthier. And I'm trying to teach men about building wealth. Because I have a Patreon. I charge $10 a month. All the stocks on there are flying high. They're all going crazy. I'm making tens of thousands of dollars. And yet people can't even give me $10 to join my Patreon. That's what I don't get. You know, because they don't believe it. They don't believe it. That all these stocks are going crazy. I'm the one that predicted gold and silver were going to go up. So I'm helping men get rich. What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? I'm helping men build real wealth. Learn about how to avoid the problems of dating females. Learn about female nature. Okay? So I'm doing a lot. I do a lot to help men in our own country. And you got the nerve to say, what am I doing? I'm taking all this time out of my day to show guys how to lift, show guys how to build wealth, how to buy the right stocks, how to invest in cryptocurrency. Okay? So, and I'm literally making hardly any money off of this. Like literally, I made $58 in the last month from doing these videos. I work for hours every month only to make about 50, 60 bucks, you know? So I'm doing a lot. Young men and boys need more role models that aren't extreme Andrew Tate. No, they do. They do need more role models that are Andrew Tate. Young men need role models that are exactly like Andrew Tate. If you disagree, then get the hell out of here. It's so obvious that more men need to find out about Andrew Tate. Obvious. The guy clearly knows what he's doing. He's rich. He knows about female nature. He knows how to attract good things into his life. Yes, he's a little bit crazy, okay? He does date prostitutes and stuff like that. But more men need to learn about Andrew Tate, okay? If you're doing so well with your investments, why begging for 10? Because if I believe if I can get 1,000 people to give me $10, it's going to add up fast. And I believe that, yes, I do make a lot of money on investing, but I believe I will make even more money from YouTube, okay? So yes, I'm doing this to become a millionaire. Okay. Yes, I'm going to probably become a millionaire anyways for my investing. But I believe that you should have multiple streams of income. Okay. So I do my investing. I have a full-time job. I work on here. Okay. I'm trying to set the example for you guys to work hard because men, they play too many video games. Men, they drink too much alcohol. I'm here to tell you that I quit drinking and you can too. If I can do it, dude, I love to drink. I used to get 4 Locos, you know, chug them down back in, 2015, chug them down, go to work, you know, fucking smoke so much weed. You know, I used to do so many drugs, and if I can quit, then you can quit too. So I'm trying to set an example, you know, because a porn webcam creator, great example, become a porn webcam. What? Money isn't everything. There are men that make a huge difference by being fathers, coaches, and teachers. Yes. But if you have money, it can make you a better father, coach, and teacher. Okay. If you have a lot of money, it can improve everything in your life. Everything. And you want to be a father that has money so that you set an example for your son. If you're a freaking poor bastard, then how is your son going to learn how to get rich? How is your son going to learn how to provide for his family? But if you're a father and you have lots of money and you can afford to donate, you take your son out to eat, you donate $5, teach your son how to be a good person. It's like, yeah, I got some extra money. Here, I'll give you some. I'll be a good person. You teach your son how to be a good person, that money can help. All right. And guess what? If you have more money, then you have more free time to spend with your family. Okay. Money always helps everything unless you don't know how to control it. But on this channel, I teach you guys how to control money too. Not only how to make it, but how to control it. Okay? I teach you that money is a weapon. And I'll talk more about that later, okay? Money isn't everything. There are men that make... Yes. Yeah, your money wouldn't... if you have enough money, then yes, you can be a coach all day long. But if you have no money, you have no time to coach. How can you be a good coach if you're broke? Because when you're broke, you're on that rat wheel. You're running in the rat race. So if you're broke, how do you have time to coach anyone? And teachers, how do you have time to teach anyone when you're broke? Because when you're broke, you're stuck in the system. You're stuck in the rat race. Okay? You see how you think about these things differently now? Money can help everything become better in your life. And that's what I'm trying to drill into young men's heads. You got to chase wealth, okay? You got to chase wealth, and also you got to find God. Once you have God and money, everything else will come together, all right? I believe that. I really do. I'm 21, and I'm proud to say that I've never been drunk or even any kind of queasy. Yeah, dude, my grandfather, he never drank alcohol in his whole life. And he was a really good man. He was a preacher. And he would always say, yeah, I've never drank alcohol. And he always set the example for me, even though I never followed that example. The key is that he was that example. Okay, and that was very important. And that's probably one of the reasons that I quit drinking, is because I had him. Because I would remember back, my grandpa, he always said that he wouldn't drink, so why am I doing this? And it made me want to quit, I would bet $10 million you were not accepted into the Army. I never tried. I never tried to go into the Army. Money has nothing to do with being a good father, coach, or teacher. Well, I just explained how it does, okay? If you have no money, how are you going to be home? You're always going to be paper chasing that overtime to try to pay the bills. So you're never going to be there for your son. But guess what? If you're rich, then you can spend all your time with your family. Okay, that's what I want to do, is become a rich stock trader so that I have more time to spend with my family. Okay, and also teacher. If you're rich, you can spend all day teaching, all day coaching. Okay, and how are you being a good father if you're poor? Yes, you can teach your son a lot of good things, but guess what? You're forgetting one of the most important things on this earth: money. How can a poor man teach his son about money? How can he be a good father and educate his son about wealth building? Oh, you're just going to forget that? You're just going to forget to teach your son how to build wealth? No. As a father, you got to chase money too. All right? Because you got to have help. You got to have, your son has to have a good life. Your son has to make a lot of money. How else is he going to start a family? Women don't date broke guys, really. Hardly ever. Sometimes they do, but when they want to get married, they find a guy that's got a good job and money. Okay? So as a father, you have to set that example. You have to set an example of wealth. Don't want to be a poor man. That's embarrassing. If I was poor, I'd be embarrassed. Be like, son, I'm sorry, we're poor. I can't buy us healthy food. I can't buy us healthy food. That's an embarrassment. A poor father is an embarrassing. Okay? Get that through your head. If you're a poor father, you're not doing a good job. You have to teach your son how to get rich. Okay? And not just a little bit rich. You got to teach your son how to get so rich that he can help others and use that money to help other people and contribute to society. Okay? I'm going to teach my son how to be happy and enjoy his life. Guess what makes you happy? Money. Okay? Guess what makes you, if you're poor, it's hard to have a really good life. It's hard to attract that woman. It's hard to support a family. It's hard to get nice, fun cars, snowmobiles, four-wheelers. It's hard to enjoy the things of life. It's been said that wealth is the ability to experience life. And this is true. Okay? If you're poor, you can do a lot of things. But if you're rich, you can do a lot of fun things. Not just, if you're poor, yeah, you can go fishing, you can go for long walks. But if you're rich, you can go to Egypt. You can go to the Alps. You can go exploring with your family. You can go to Florida. Okay? So being rich is going to make everything better. Okay? That's why I want you to join the Patreon. Okay? Or am I rich? No, but I'm coming up. I ain't rich, but I'm coming up. All right, guys, you better believe it. All right? If you want to come up with me, join the Patreon. I only charge $10. I have a whole bunch of stocks on there. Okay? And I teach you how to build wealth, how to start a Roth IRA, 401ks, brokerage accounts, how to invest in precious metals, how to invest in cryptocurrency. I teach you guys all this stuff. Okay? I only charge $10. Yep. If you're poor, how are you going to show your kids life? How are you going to teach them, take them to other places and experience and share in these amazing experiences, What about the Amish, bro? Let's talk about them for a second, okay? Yeah, the Amish people are very healthy. They have a good way of living. But many of them is not good enough. They want the money. They want the life. They want to travel. They want to experience the things that this world has to offer. I would say that it's good, definitely good to be Amish. I would look for an Amish woman because they're probably not on the dating sites really. So I would definitely look for an Amish woman. Other than that, I don't really care too much about the Amish. I don't really think about it. Rich men generally get hair transplants. Not me. When I'm rich, I'm not going to care, $10 a month is a lot. Well, yes, but we're making tens of thousands, okay? I just showed you the one stock that it skyrocketed. So if you want to get in on these stocks on the ground floor before they take off, then join the Patreon, okay? Not financial advice. Nomux Nomadil. Yeah, $10 is nothing, dude. If you can't pay $10, then you really don't want to improve your life, you know? All right, guys. Thanks, everybody. I have to make a meal. I got to eat more protein. Got to eat as much protein as I can, guys. Let's get that 50